It's going to be an extensive series. Buckle in. We've got my girl Sarah here.
Hello.
My lovely Sarah. Why don't we play a little game for everybody who's watching along? Pretend that you don't know us, that you don't know our family, that you don't know what we look like or who these people are. Let's say these are complete strangers. I want you to blank your mind out and just simply look at these as if you're looking at people you don't know and read the body language. Let's see what you see.
All right, so here we have such a cute little baby John and Grandpa. I like your outfit.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, obviously this photo is super full of love, and he's got his arms wrapped around you. He looks happy. You look happy. Smiling, happy baby. Yeah, it's a great photo of the two of you.
I miss him a lot. My grandpa passed away last year. Yeah. He died at 90 years old, and he was my closest and most special person. I really miss him a lot. They don't make men like they used to. That's a real man right there. That's a good man. I miss him a lot.
Okay, and this next one is you and your father's mother, right?
That's right. Gudrun Markusdóttir, Icelandic woman.
You can definitely tell. And yeah, so this is another picture. You know, it's you as a baby. You look comforted and happy.
Look at the look on her face.
Yeah, there's a lot of love and adoration.
Look at that look. That's the look that you want from someone who's your family, who loves you. You're their blood. You are of them. You're of their line. You see that? I didn't know this grandma much. She actually sadly passed away when I was young. When I was about 9 years old, she died, and I didn't see her much after I was about 7 or so. So these are really just a few short years I had to get to know her. But I even feel more of the pride and love. This is the way a mother looks at the kid. Although this is my own parents' mother, my father's mother. And to transition to my mother's side of the family, but not looking quite at my mother, but we're going to look at my mother's brother, my mother's younger brother, Andrew, in Poland. These are two of my cousins, a boy and a girl. They grew up in Poland. They're about roughly the same age as me. Same cohort, similar. For my mom's side of the family, right here we got her brother, Andrew. Look at his two kids. Oh, what are their names? This is Marcin. Marcin here, and then we got Kasia, I think, here. Okay. Look at the mom. Look at Andrew's wife. Look at how the look is of marvel. Would you call this look here a look of reverence for the son? And look at the pride of the son, feeding the ego and the invisible crown that's hovering above his head that he gets from this, feeding a value into the harmonic resonance of the boy, the young lion. You see that?
There's a lot of love.
That's what the mother owes the child. Isn't that much true?
Yes.
Except it's a debt that doesn't come from a strain. You don't strain to pay that debt. It's an automatic flowing. So here you see that loving, adoring reverence and pride. Just as we saw here, that loving pride, the older lion feeding all the good shit into the lion. A young little lion. And my dear father who loved me.
It's a beautiful picture. Yeah. You're so cute. Okay, and then we have this photo, which is very different than the other photos.
What the hell is that?
Yeah.
Does this woman look happy to be...
No. There's a lot of...
Like, that's even disgusting to look. I don't want to say it because I'm the one about it, but You know.
Looks like a really nice beach.
Yeah, the beach is the nicest part of this picture. Oh my God.
You're not wrong.
But here we go. My dad's side of the family. Look at that.
So cute.
Normal. She's holding me. What a radical concept.
You look really
Embracing
happy.
the ones that you love. We transferred it a little blurry. It would have been a little sharper otherwise. But I mean, you get the idea. Wonderful. And then
Well, this one's better than the other one that we showed of.
this is about as good as it gets.
This is about as good as it
How happy they look there.
as it gets. Well, your mom looks happier than in the other photo.
Yeah.
You
But
know?
is the happiness about this person? You see what I'm saying? She's happy she's on a trip. What do you read?
I mean, you look miserable, but kids often are on vacation.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it depends who you're with.
That's true. Yeah, just not great.
You mean this kid looks miserable, whoever he is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, whoever this child is.
That's really amazing.
Looks
Go
miserable.
back 1 second. Look, here's a day out, but how miserable is this kid?
He's happy.
Why? Why is he happy, everybody? Because he's being shown.
Affection.
Wow. Yeah? What about that? Is that the same level of affection?
No, definitely not the same level. It's definitely a lot more, muted.
Huh. Okay, but it's not about Polish or any of that weirdness that we kind of joke about. Look, there's another example. Look at this. This looks normal?
Yes.
Normal.
Very loving.
Loving, and look at the sun. He looks like this because of this. This is the input function with the spout that leads to this. You don't get it?
He's washing.
Okay, the magic happens when you give this. Not when you give...
Ah.
God, Jesus is awful to us. I'm embarrassed
What was
that
it?
I'm even associated with anything having to do with this.
What did you say before? There's a sea of people in between you or something?
When we're privately looking at these? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Here, you want a picture of juxtaposition? I have about 20, 25 human beings fucking worth of fucking gap in between fucking these two people right here.
Yeah.
See? Is this happy? This is so when you do this, to this kid, that's what happens. Okay? You see the difference between that and this? And this blurry shit that didn't scan well either, didn't receive well. But you get the damn idea?
It's better than the other one.
Yeah.
You're standing next to each other.
God, wow.
You look way less miserable
the
than the other
most
photo.
affection I ever got from my mom was standing this close to her. Fucking hell. You know? Okay, guys? This is what normal looks like with my aunt and my uncle and my father and my other grandma and my mom's dad and even my mom's mom. I don't have many pictures of it all. Although she was very close to me most of my life. This is what normal looks like. This is how you show affection. But you know what my mom would say? When I'd ask her, why didn't you actually love the child physically, speaking about myself?
What'd she say?
I say, why didn't you play with me when I was a kid? Look at that. That's more dynamic of an interaction that I've had with my aunt here, who I met maybe a handful of times in my life, than I ever had with my mom if you take all the interactions you ever had and put them together. You know what she'd say? When I'd ask her these extremely important questions? When I'm charging her for not doing the same for me, that her own sister-in-law gives as the right grooming energy for her son? She said, well, I cooked for you, I gave you food. So I did everything I needed to do.
Yeah, that's a fucked up response.
So here's what you're not getting.
Monkey raised on a nursing wire mother. Now here are 106's two mothers. As you can see, it was weaned on a wire mother. Here's baby 106. Watch. He's going to the wire mother. He's got to eat to live. Oh, he's going back. He's back on the cloth mother, and he'll stay on the cloth mother. Actually, this baby spends from 17 to 18 hours a day on the cloth mother and less than 1 hour a day on the wire mother. We had predicted that the variable of contact comfort would be a variable of measurable importance.
You heard that? You heard that? What did we just hear?
Well, that physical affection is extremely important for developing babies.
That's right. We can most assuredly infer this. But look, what did they say that the measure of importance was? How long the monkey chose to spend with each of those. So when my wire mother comes down and says, I gave you nourishment, good enough. Good enough?
No.
But we were unprepared to find that it completely overwhelmed and overshadowed all other variables, including those of nursing.
Frankly, Doctor, if it comes to a choice between wire and cloth, it's reasonable to expect that any child will go to the cloth. It's a matter of creature comfort, like a baby with its blanket. But is this really love?
Well, what do you mean by saying that a baby loves its mother? Certainly one thing we mean is that it gets a great feeling of security in the presence of the mother. Now, Mr. Collingwood, wouldn't you say that if you frightened a baby, that it went running to its mother, was comforted, and then all the fear disappeared and was replaced by a complete sense of security that that baby loved its mother? Now, in this experiment, this is the apparatus we use.
That looks diabolical.
That's just the way the baby monkey feels about it. Flashing eyes, loud sounds, moving mechanical parts, all of these things are designed to frighten a monkey. Now here we have a peaceful, resting baby monkey. Let's find out what his reactions to his mother are when we frighten him.
He's scared, all right.
Oh, look at that.
A similar situation.
He runs away.
It's more than running away. He was running to his mother, to touch her, to drive away his fear. Contact with the mother changes his entire personality. Look, now he's actually threatening the diabolical object.
You see that?
It's wild.
Seems like contact with the loving spark recharges the masculine brain
Any brain.
and gives it the courage to turn back around and develop properly.
Yeah.
All right. This gives us part of the picture of the strength of infantile love.
Wow.
This is a 6-foot square room with a few toys and other objects. But to the monkey, it's much more menacing. We know that when our own children are taken to a strange place without their mothers, they are often overwhelmed with fear. This room is just such a new and strange environment for the baby monkeys. No mother is in there. Now, let's put a monkey into the room. Notice how cautiously he enters the room. He's searching for comfort, but nothing relieves his disturbance. Now we'll take the baby monkey out and put in a wire mother.
Now, this one was nursed by a wire mother.
That's right, all his life.
She doesn't seem to help much.
Brutal.
She doesn't seem to help much.
That's brutal, Harlow.
Now, we'll try the same test with a cloth mother in the room. You see the contrast in the behavior? Despite the fact that the wire mother nursed him, she could offer this infant nothing in the way of affection or security. But here the monkey, by rubbing against the cloth mother, as if he were seeking as much contact comfort as he could get, builds up his reservoir of affection and security.
Builds up his reservoir?
Yes?
So you mean in cases where you're an actual live human mother and you're not doing the thing naturally that builds up your son's or child's reservoir, this could be conflated with abuse?
Yeah, absolutely.
First, his body relaxes as the fear disappears. But above and beyond this, new positive response patterns appear. He now goes out to explore and investigate this new, strange world. He is now a normal, happy, curious baby.
This is amazing. This is amazing.
He's so cute.
One of the first things we noticed when we looked at that, when you had the correct mother there, which gave the correct flowing, feeding the loving value into the reservoir, which converts into the masculine brain as a recharge to form masculine energy with, that monkey turned around, started exploring the room, being aggressive, being assertive, being a good young
Monkey?
male monkey. But when the wire mother was around, how was his face and how was his reaction?
Well, definitely his capacity for self-functioning was lowered.
Why?
Because he didn't have a safety net, something to go back to.
His reservoir wasn't being filled.
Right, it was empty.
Is this monkey around a wire mother or around a soft cloth reservoir?
Got a soft cloth daddy.
Wire mother or a soft cloth?
Soft cloth.
How do you know?
He's smiling. He's happy.
He has the courage.
Mm-hmm.
What about here?
Less of a reservoir.
What about this monkey?
Definitely a confident, happy monkey.
What about that monkey's face?
This is a sad monkey.
Wow. But why? Because I'm trapped with the wire mother.
Yeah.
But what about with my Uncle Walter?
Definitely a happy.
Ah, that's a soft cloth environment, right?
Mm-hmm. He's got his arm around you.
Wow. What a novel concept, guys.
Yeah, there's a lot of close physical affection.
But this is the monkey's reaction from a soft cloth?
This has kind of a different vibe in terms of the physical affection. So I wouldn't exactly say soft cloth. Yeah, so kind of,
Monkey. This is a monkey. Judging by the reaction of this monkey, this is a wire mother or the cloth?
wire.
Oh.
It's a sad monkey.
And would you agree, even though if you never met these people in your life?
Agree what?
Of what we're seeing. We're prejudiced. I know these people. That's me. You know you know me. You know them a little bit.
You
But
could
if
say I have some biases.
Anybody who would see this for the first time would come to the same conclusions.
Yeah, I would think so. These are just a couple of snapshots, so obviously it doesn't tell the whole picture, but...
And yet we can read a lot from these, can't we?
Mm-hmm.
For what the rest of this series is going to be about is a list of all the transgressions and offenses that I charge this woman with.
Oh, boy.
But among them... You mean does not how you spell verb? Alright, he's going to stop fooling around.
Yeah.
Now, where were we, honey?
Mm-hmm. Offenses. First.
Would we discuss what offenses we're going to list? And this is going to be a long list. The first offense of them all and the last offense of them all is the same offense. It's the original offense and it's the all-pervasive offense.
Lack of love from the mother as ode to the son.